How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and everything relating to the MCU and, of course, recently, the Spider-Verse. It seems like all of the talk recently has been about Spider-Man 3, and rightfully so, with all of the rumors and reports that we've gotten for the film, plus the production has started, and Tom Holland and Zendaya are officially in Atlanta on set. And now, of course, everybody is waiting to see if the Spider-Verse is something that is really going to come to fruition in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And based off of everything that we've heard, it definitely looks like it is, and today we have another exciting piece to the puzzle, and this time concerning our man Miles Morales. There have been recent reports that he is going to be in Spider-Man 3, and we even have some sort of a leaked audition tape for a character that definitely fits the bill for Miles perfectly. Then at the same time, we do have reports that state Marvel has already cast the actor they want to play for Miles Morales, although it's not sure or not if he's going to appear in Spider-Man 3 or a future film. But don't worry, I have some clarity for you in this video, but first, if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest MCU and Spider-Man news, and so you can enter this week's giveaway for a chance to win a Spider-Man Imposter Funko Pop. So, some of you may recall that on July 4th of this year, I actually did a video about Miles Morales coming to the MCU. Now, this was before all of the hype and knowledge that Spider-Man 3 would be a Spider-Verse movie. However, I received a report from GeekosityMag.com owner Mikey Sutton stating that he heard Miles was making his way to the MCU. And now, several months later, it looks like that is finally happening. And now we have a little bit more information on what exactly could come of Miles Morales entering the MCU and the Spider-Verse. Mikey says that right now, as rumor has it, the live-action Spider-Verse will end up becoming the Miles Morales franchise. And the reason for this is that this will accomplish two major goals. First, it will finally provide Miles Morales with a series of movies beyond his animated Into the Spider-Verse films. Miles Morales has been a fan favorite even before Into the Spider-Verse, but there's no doubt that Into the Spider-Verse just blew him up. Everybody seems to love him, and he needs to join Tom Holland's Spider-Man on the silver screen while keeping Peter Parker as well. So of course we can get the best of both worlds because we do love Tom Holland's Spider-Man as well. And a second point, calling them Spider-Verse films will lessen any confusion with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, and they'll be branded with a familiar title as well. And this is a problem that we've had a little bit of confusion on in the past, and it's already been confirmed that this is in fact a concern for Marvel Studios. Some of you may recall that for the first Venom movie, Sony wanted Tom Holland to make a cameo. However, Marvel Studios said no, they didn't want people to confuse the two universes. They didn't want people thinking that Venom existed within the Marvel Cinematic Universe with Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, etc. However, that was before the big Tom Holland Sony Disney scare. And after that, we know that they renegotiated their deal to use Spider-Man, and the Morbius trailer and all the reports that we have for Spider-Man 3 pretty much confirmed the fact that the two universes are indeed going to be colliding in some way, shape, or form. And Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, has already said that Spider-Man is one of the only characters that has the ability to jump into different universes. So I think it's all but confirmed that the Spider-Verse and the sharing between the MCU and the SPUMC for Sony is going to happen, and there needs to be a way to make it a little less confusing. So branding some movies Spider-Verse films would be a pretty decent way to distinguish, hey, these movies exist not just within one universe, but actually a couple of them. But now the question is, if we get a Miles Morales franchise, who is going to lead that franchise? Will it be Kevin Feige at Marvel Studios, or will it be Sony? Well, Mikey has heard that the plan is Disney and Sony would like a few MCU superheroes to meet the new kid on the block. They would like Miles to meet and be recruited by the Young Avengers. Discussions are for him to join the Young Avengers and be the Spider-Man in their theatrical film when they make the leap from Disney Plus to the cinemas. Now, this is a very interesting idea, and one that I personally very like, because I do think Tom Holland should definitely be with the main Avengers and should even go on to become one of the leaders of the main Avengers. But I still would love to see a Spider-Man on the Young Avengers, and Miles is younger, and Peter could be his mentor. And with Tom Holland's Spider-Man leading the Avengers, he would definitely be a mentor to all of the Young Avengers as well. So going forward, this would be a great setup for Peter Parker and Miles Morales. Two Spider-Men existing in the same universe, and kind of others as well, fighting on their own, sometimes coming together to fight, and fighting with their Avengers groups. So we have a ton of reports stating that Miles is on his way to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Spider-Verse, and it looks like Marvel has some pretty decent plans for him if everything comes true. And if I hear any more, I'll be sure to update you with everything I hear, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest news. And let me know your thoughts about Miles Morales joining the Young Avengers in the comments down below. Do you like this? Do you not like it? Let me know. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.